Baby, I can tell by how you want me. You don't care about my money at all.
Welcome to the SoulCycle versus Peloton review. So the biggest thing you can notice is SoulCycle feels more like a movie, right? Look at that. It's got these cinematics, it's flowing, it's moving. It's a big dance party, there's lights, it's dark. Just like the experience. And they have this side view to show you what it's like to stay with the beat and how to dance because they have choreography. That's one thing that Peloton doesn't do as much choreography. It's more numbers based. And if you look on that screen right there, there's no numbers, right? I can pull it down and see some content, but more that's kind of created as an experience that you kind of just experience. You don't worry about the numbers, you just ride. So it lets me add that playlist to my Spotify, which I did. Karen right there, she's definitely my favorite, hands down. I don't know why. Her vibes are just amazing. If you could buy this bike, take her class, maybe she'll work for you, maybe not. So that is the SoulCycle bike. Quality wise, it's good. One thing I noticed is right here, check that out. It kind of wobbles on the handlebars, and this is pretty sturdy. It doesn't go as far back as I wish it did for my body size, but high quality, everything. It's very quiet, like, watch this. I'm gonna play the noise app right here and pump it. As you can tell, the dBs are rather low unless I talk. So it's rather pretty dead silent. And that says to the quality of the bike. The Peloton, same thing, very quiet. They're the cheaper bikes on Amazon, but I don't know how good they are. And the Variis thing, like, it's going away. I can't keep it and take their other classes, which is sad, but it is what it is. I asked, and I don't think it's ready for prime time yet.
I just did my first SoulCycle class. Overall, I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. The things that I liked about it more than a Peloton, I personally feel that the music selection was a lot more up to date and more upbeat. I did one of the hip hop classes, which is my favorite like music genre. So compared the hip hop music from here to what the Peloton offers, I feel like this has a better song selection. The video of the class was a lot better. The quality of it, just the way that it's filmed, the way that it looks on the screen, all that's really good. What I don't like about it is that the instructors, at least in the class that I took, they weren't very clear on like what the resistance should be, what the pace should be. It was more of just like kind of figuring it out on your own of like what the beat of the music is, which to some people might be hard, to some people it might not be hard, but it's just nice to kind of be like, if the instructor's like, all right, like set it to 40 to 50 or whatever like that. Other than that, I think it was pretty good.
So you're taking one Peloton and one SoulCycle, right?
Yes.
And you just compared those two music playlists?
Those two music playlists.
Okay.
And that's it. It's a very unbiased opinion. Because I've only taken one. Actually, I've taken 4 classes with Peloton. 1 was dance music and 3 were hip hop. So just comparing those 4 classes to the one hip hop class that I just took right now, that's my initial opinion. I might take a couple other SoulCycle classes and be like, this music selection is crap. Like, what the heck? Maybe it's just that one instructor who actually has good taste in music. I don't know. I'll have to do a couple more SoulCycle classes and find out.
Peloton has a lot of classes, and what's cool is I can see which friends actually took the class. See, one friend took this class, and there's just a lot more options. Like Olivia's my favorite teacher, and I can see the music that's played in, the target metrics of what people have taken this class, what it's like, and I can bookmark them, I can preview the class. There's extensive amount of features. Look at all the teachers that they have, and then the amount of time length classes that you can also pick from, and then the music genres, which there's a long list. Class type, if there's a certain class I like HIIT, and then I can do no weights, because I almost take it never with weights. You can pick closed captioning, and just so many options. And look at this list. This is one teacher, 30-minute classes. Like, this is all the classes that are available, which is great. And this is the older model Peloton, so it does look a little more thin and less going on, which is nice. I think the newer models look a little different. This is probably one of the original ones. And then it also has a camera, like the SoulCycle bike does. Alright, so we're gonna use the SoulCycle shoes on this Peloton bike and see how this goes. We got SoulCycle and Peloton. Boom. Now we ride. So the biggest thing about Peloton is like it's competitive, right? You have the leaderboard and you have the numbers they tell you to chase after, and it just makes it easier to hit the numbers that you want, right? When you're chasing after a digit, it's just easier as a human to like hit that goal, and that makes the workouts harder, I think, whereas the SoulCycle is more like vibe and like energy wise, and you don't really get the same soul as you do in a real SoulCycle class. Like, I love SoulCycle classes, but not as much at home bike. It's just not as fun. I'm okay with returning this bike. I'm returning it, picking it up tomorrow. It's just like it doesn't vibe with me enough. It doesn't feel challenging. I'm sweating obviously, but the Peloton classes are way harder. I also have a fight camp video on at-home boxing, so check that out. I'm out of breath.